going on, y'all? John Fetterman was on The View with the cackling hens, and they kept trying to get him to change his opinion on how Democrats been wilding out lately. Nasty work. What's her name? Sunny Hostin is over there tripping. You gonna check this out because not a lot of people are brave enough to go against their own party, especially when there's a lot of disgusting things going on out here in these streets. So I commend them a little bit. Let's check this out. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the video, watch more videos after this. Probably dropped a few today.
The president's reelection.
And can I just follow up? Is Leader Schumer, in your mind, the right leader for this moment for Democrats?
I'm saying that it's like that's not really my concern right now. It's not like a leadership situation. It is we are living in the backlash of the election. It's been effectively a year now. America decided to put us in the minority. And now in terms of leadership right now, what defines leadership for me? I think that's order and logic and describing people exactly where we're at. And now we were all energized by the election just last week. And now for me, I think it's like, hey, let's take the win on that. And now we know there's a lot of backlash to this kinds of chaos. And now voters are going to respond to more order and the more kinds of not violating our core values to plunge our country into chaos for 42 million Americans, food security. That's really parts of the essence of the kind of people that I fight for. Now we have to be able to disagree on these things. And if you can't, and now as a committed Democrat that vote 90% of the Democratic line, now like that might be a bigger problem with our party in some way, that a committed Democrat from the most difficult and purple state in the country says, hey, I'm trying to call balls and strikes in the middle of this chaos.
That's real. And not a lot of people are going to actually do that. Democrats, especially the extremely woke ones that want to go to the far side of things, they're going to act as if nothing the left does is wrong. It's all smiles and rainbows. I didn't even mean that like that. That's crazy. But it's happy times. Never did anything wrong. They just refuse to call out their own. This is like very refreshing. I don't think other people that's on the left are going to hear this and actually be like, maybe he has some valid points. Maybe we should chill out. They're going to do the exact opposite. They're going to get crazy and spaz out.
Well, Senator Bernie Sanders said the vote was a horrific mistake. Governor Gavin Newsom called it pathetic and a surrender. Poll after poll found more Americans on both sides of the aisle blaming Republicans, even Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Y'all so used to just applauding without her even making any valid point that y'all already about to applaud. Didn't even say nothing yet. Like, let's actually give them a chance to say something valid.
Blamed the GOP. As you mentioned, Democrats had big wins last week, so you had momentum. Why give in now? Why bring a butter knife to a gunfight? Are you willing to gamble that the GOP will negotiate on health care in good faith once the government reopens? Because if that gamble is wrong, 500,000 Pennsylvanians that you represent, their health care costs will skyrocket if you are wrong. And I believe you are wrong.
Well, first of all, MTG is quite literal.
It look like he don't care about that applause in any way, shape, or form. He's sitting over there. Just wait, just wait. Wait, wait. Right there, yep. Right there. This is exactly where we're gonna... Like, are you kidding me? You're bugging out. Yeah, nah, she wasn't cooking. She thought she was cooking. She didn't even microwave. There was no cook in sight. I'm still looking for the chef. Oodles and noodles? Nope, couldn't even heat that up. Noodles is still whatever you call it. I ain't gonna... They uncooked. Right, I ain't gonna say the exact term.
Really, the last person in America that I'm going to take advice or to get their kinds of my leadership and values from. And now if Democrats are celebrating crazy pants like that, then that's on them. And now I don't need a lecture. I don't need a lecture from whether it's Bernie or the governor in California, because they are representing very deep blue kinds of populations. And a lot of those things were part of the extreme. And now remember, what really needs to win, the big win is involving.
Hold on, I'm gonna wind it back because I want to catch what he says right there. Let's see what I told you guys. I'm telling you, they starting to notice there's a lot of the old school Democrats that's looking at the new ones like, the hell are y'all doing? It's kind of like feminists. You know how like this old school feminist that's looking at the new ones like, why y'all mad? We chilling. Mission accomplished. We over here having a good time. We got our feet out. We got umbrellas in the drinks. We having a great time. Mission accomplished. Why y'all pushing it? You gonna mess it up for everybody. That's how Democrats like him is looking at Democrats like them. They like, damn, y'all about to just mess it up for the whole crew.
And a lot of those things were part of the extreme. And now remember, what really needs to win, the big win, is involving my state and other states and those things. And why have we arrived here after the election a year ago? We got to forget some of the things that cost us that election. Or now for me, it's like, that's why I'm trying to remind people that kinds of the extremism, we can't return to those kind of things and realize we need to find a way forward. And I would like to, rather than cite MTG, I'm going to cite one of the new governor-elect.
They're not going to realize that. They not. It don't benefit them in their chaotic mind. In their mind, it makes no sense to do that. Nah, they got to just keep on being lunatics.
Saying that my election is not a green light to continue the shutdown, because I promise you, this isn't a political game. It is viewed by many of us, but the reality is 42 million Americans now not sure where their next meal is going to come from. And because we vote like that, or people that haven't been paid for 5 weeks now, and that kinds of chaos. Those workers have to borrow more than $500 million, from their credit union just to pay their bills now. So for me, we're in the middle of this.
Senator, I got to ask you to hold up a second because we have to take a break and we'll be right back.
Whoopi didn't want to hear that. Whoopi was trying to film the Sister Act Part 3. Too late. Like 40 years late, Whoopi. What the hell's wrong with you? Instead, you're going to keep doing Color Purpose. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, I do think that there's a lot of these wild leftists and Democrats that are going way too damn far. But that's just my opinion. Tell me what you think down in the comment section. Hit the like button. Share the video as well. Watch more videos. More than likely, I'll put out like maybe 2 or 3 today. Check that out. Sign up for memberships. Helps out a lot. And you get early access to videos.